AI Podcast Empire. Hey there, welcome to my AI Podcast Empire review. In this video, we are going to dive into exactly how this software app works, what type of output you can expect, and can you actually make money with this system. Before we dive in, just to let you know, my name is Adam from Web Traffic Toolkit, and I've been earning a full-time income online with digital marketing from home for well over 10 years now, seeing lots of these different systems come and go, so hopefully all that experience will help you out as you research AI Podcast Empire reviews. Also, if you want to discover my number one system to plug into right now for generating a realistic income online, then click the link below. Click the Web Traffic Toolkit link in the video description below. That's my number one system. It's a complete done-for-you system, and it's a really excellent way to get going, getting traffic, and getting those realistic and consistent commissions coming in. So click that link in the video description below for that top recommended online system. So with AI Podcast Empire, the way the program works is you start with a URL you can copy and paste into the software, or you can copy and paste text, a document, or you can simply manually type a keyword or the type of niche you're looking to create a podcast on. And what the software will do is it will convert the text-based content you feed it, whether it's a URL or any other method, into a podcast. So it's a bit more advanced than a typical tool that converts text into speech using an AI voiceover artist. The typical software is more of a narrator reading from a script word by word as is. AI Podcast Empire is different because it's got two speakers and two people with two different voices, and they actually make it sound realistic because they have umming and ahhing and pausing and a bit of back and forth, a bit of banter surrounding the input you gave it. So the software is able to use a bit of intuition to make the text you give it into a more listenable podcast, which sounds quite realistic. So I'm quite surprised in a positive way by listening to some of the demo output, and you can listen to this on the homepage as well, on the sales page. They basically just improvise. It sounds like they're improvising, but they're just using the data you feed it as the input, as the content, and then they'll create a simple podcast with two different speakers going back and forth discussing the topic you fed it. And this type of video is suitable for cutting up into a short video, whether you do it 60 seconds for short content, or even just a couple of minutes long, and then you can post this to popular websites like TikTok, YouTube. They've got some other podcasting websites, including Spotify and Podbean, where you can upload your podcast. I don't think it's a good idea to upload a full, like, an hour-long podcast or 2-hour-long podcast into this, because I think people will cotton on this is AI. But when it's just a short clip, even if people understand it's AI, it's still very engaging and listenable, so they won't be put off. They'll be happy to listen to a couple of minutes, even if it's even if they know it's AI, because it sounds real and it sounds entertaining. But once it goes into long form, a complete podcast, like an hour or two, then people will pick up on the repetition of what makes it sound like AI. They'll start to understand how the algorithm works, and they'll understand repetitive bits that do sound robotic and sound like AI. But if they're just exposed to a couple of minutes clip, or just a short 30-second, 60-second clip, it will sound real, and I think it would be much more engaging. So that would be my recommendation for how to use AI Podcast Empire, is to basically create 30-second, 60-second, 3-minute long clips, cut them up, post them on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, the Facebook Shorts section, and that would be the marketing method. I wouldn't bother uploading full podcasts to YouTube, Spotify, and Podbean. I think the cut up short form clips would do much better. And then in terms of monetization, the way to monetize it would be to hope some of these podcasts around a trending topic around a buzzword topic that's popular in the news, such as the new AI tool like DeepSeek or some ChatGPT development, then you can provide a call to action within the podcast to check out your bio link or click the link in the description for a recommended product, a discount, a promotion, some sort of congruent affiliate marketing offer where you can monetize it. That's why I think doing podcasts in a niche such as finance or investing or marketing or software tools is the best idea, because then you can recommend a relevant product to promote as an affiliate in your description. If it's more generic news or music or entertainment, that'll be harder to monetize because there's not a specific high cost per click product to recommend. So I think the niche selection is quite important in how to monetize the clips you generate with AI Podcast Empire, but definitely an innovative software tool that creates quite natural sounding podcast clips. Thanks a lot for checking out my AI Podcast Empire review. If you want to discover more about how I've been earning a full-time income online consistently for over 10 years now, and my number one system to plug into right now, then click the link below. Click the Web Traffic Toolkit link in the video description below. That's my number one system, a complete done-for-you system, and a really excellent way to get going, getting traffic, and getting those realistic and consistent commissions coming in. So click that link in the video description below for that top recommended online system. Thanks again for checking out my AI Podcast Empire review. All the best, guys, and speak soon.